Yeah, hello everyone. Yeah, welcome back again to this session. And in this session, I'll teach you guys logarithm and exponents. Um, let's start now. The rules of logarithm. Rules of logarithm. The first rule states if you have the logarithm to base b of x times y, x times y, this can be written as the logarithm of x to base b plus the logarithm of y to base b. Note, this is not what I wrote. I did not say that logarithm of x to base b times logarithm of y to base b is equal to logarithm to base b of x times y or logarithm to base b of x plus y. This is wrong. Okay, this is wrong. This is not the rule. When you this expression of logarithm of x to base b times logarithm of y to base b is not part of the rule. When you have something like that, you leave it that way. Okay, the rule is only for addition, that is addition of two logarithm or multiplication of the one in brackets. So for convenience sake and not to make you forget, say this like you are expanding the bracket. When you have multiplication, like logarithm of b times x, then plus logarithm of b times y. Okay, and this is not the rule as well. Please take note of this. A lot of students make mistake with this, and you can see this in your question. Now, the second rule. The second rule is logarithm to base b of x over y. Please don't forget this again, x over y. This is not logarithm of x over logarithm of y. This is logarithm of x to base b over logarithm of y to base b. This can be written as logarithm of x to base b minus logarithm of y to base b. So these are the rules of logarithm. So that is the first rule, and this is the second rule. Now, for the third rule. The third rule states that the logarithm of 1 to any base is equal to 0. The logarithm of 1 to any base is equal to 0. So that means the logarithm of 1 is equal to 0, because you can write this as b raised power 0 is equal to 1, right? So b raised power 0 is 1. So this and this expression are the same. I hope this is understood. So the logarithm of 1 to any base is equal to 0. Okay, the fourth rule states that the logarithm of x raised to power n to base b. Okay, when you have this expression, according to the rule, this n can be brought down. So it becomes n log x to base b. I hope this is understood. It becomes n log x to base b. I hope this is well understood, everyone. Then the next rule is the logarithm of b to base b. When the base and the root value are the same, because this is the logarithm, okay, this is the base, this is the root. When the base and the root value is equal, then the logarithm is equal to 1. Okay, so that means that the logarithm of 10 to base 10 is equal to what? 1. Is that understood? The logarithm of 5 raised power 2 base n is equal to 2 log 5 base n. and so on. Okay, so these are the rules of logarithm. So another thing you guys must still understand is that I have been writing the logarithm of the logarithm of a to base b, isn't it? Now I can have this as any base. Whenever I have an exponent as a base, that is logarithm of a to base e. Okay, this is an exponent as a base. So this can be written as ln a. Ln a, that is small letter L, small letter n, and A. You always see this on your calculator. Small letter L, small letter n, and A. So you can see it here, small letter L and small letter n. This is ln, okay? This is called the natural logarithm, okay? So whenever you have a logarithm to base of an exponent, okay? So this is called ln a. So this is an exponential function. So if I have ln a is equal to 5, that means a is equal to e raised power 5. Okay, if you are confused, this ln, just turn it to log to base e of a is equal to 5. That means a is equal to e raised power 5. I hope this is understood. And for the exponential function, so we have it as the second function above ln. If you look at ln, you see it up there, e raised power n. Sorry for this blur image. So you always press shift of a calculator to use that on your calculator. I hope this is well understood. This way, if y is equal to a raised power x, I will need to find x. So we need to find, x. Now, to find x in this case might be very difficult. So we are going to use logarithm, or we can use logarithm to solve for the value of x. How? We can introduce the logarithm to both sides. Okay, so logarithm of y, logarithm of a raised power x. So logarithm is always to what? To a base. Okay, to a base. So this is called logarithm of y to base b, logarithm of x to base b. Okay, now in this case, this x can come down, so it becomes logarithm of y to base b is equal to x log a to base b, and at the end of the day, x is equal to logarithm of y to base b over logarithm of y to base b over logarithm of a to base b. Okay, so logarithm of y to base b over logarithm of a to base b. So this can be written as logarithm of y to base a. So in conclusion, if y is equal to a raised power x, okay, so the logarithm of y to base a is equal to x. So you must note this, okay? So for example, an example is if 3 raised power 4, or let me say 3 raised power x is equal to 81, I will need to find x, okay? If 3 raised power x is equal to 81, we know that 3 raised power 4 is 81, isn't it? So let's solve this using logarithm. So like I said, the logarithm of 81 to base 3 is equal to x. So x is equal to logarithm of 81, the logarithm of 81 to base 3. So that will be the logarithm of 81 is 3 raised power 4 to base 3, isn't it? So according to the rule of logarithm, the 4 can come down. This becomes 4 logarithm of 3 to base 3, and log 3 to base 3 is 1. So our answer is 4. So this has been able to illustrate that when you have y is equal to a raised power x, then x is equal to log y base a. I hope this is well understood. Okay, good. Thank you.